Hello students, welcome to Diademy IAS. Regarding history optional, I would like to show you how the ranks and marks came this year. If you see here, a student named Nausheen, she got rank 9th. Her optional was history. She got in history 308 marks. And these are the scorecard of her. Optional 1 history and optional 2, this paper 1 and paper 2. In paper 1 she got 166 and paper 2 she got 142. So 160, 140, 300, 308 overall. I would like to show some other rankers also and different scorecards of different students who have taken history. And in the end, I will compare with the first ranker mark sheet also, so that you will have an idea how to get a good rank in the final examination. My name is Somasekhar. I am a history faculty, history optional faculty in Diademy IAS. I take entire history optional in Diademy IAS. Let us start the top ranker in history optional. These are the scores. Now when we go to the next, as per the data that is available in the public platform, I have collected and I have given here. 308 is the rank, 308 is the score of rank number 9. The next highest marks, as of now I could get 286. And here you can see Aditya Kumar. His name is Aditya Kumar. Paper 1, 157 around 160. Then paper 2, 129 around 130. So overall it is 286. 286 score, but rank wise 861. So what is the difference? Here difference is 286 and 308. 20 marks difference. Rank 9th here, rank number 800 plus. This also shows it is not only about optional one, it is about the marks of other papers also. But here I would like to show the history marks also as well as other marks also. Next one, another history student, her name is Dharani. She got 279. And it also shows that in history optional how the scores are coming, 280, 280s and 300 plus also. Her rank was 250. Again, it is the combination of different marks. And if you observe here you can see the personality test of Dharani. She got only 151 marks. She got in personality test 151 marks. That's why her score, even though in optional very high, in other papers also very high, still she could manage to get 250, and this shows the importance of personality test in the final ranking. And here Aditya Kumar in personality test he got 170. Nausheen, who got rank number 9, she got in personality test 182. The first ranker Aditya Srivastava, he got in interview 200 marks. So this shows even though in history optional you are getting very high scores, still in comparison with other papers, you have to score equally in each and every paper, including interview also. Next rank, here 269, history optional score, rank wise 537. So you can see here 279, 286 marks, one of the top scores in history optional, rank is 861. With less history optional score also, still rank was less than 800, that is 500 plus. Likewise, we will see 300s also people are there. And here also you can see the marks of history paper 1, 128 and 141. These are the scores. Personality test here 170. Next in history optional 257, rank is 370. Here I would like to show multiple ways. One is if you get very high scores in history optional, like any other optional, you have the chance to become the top 10 rankers. You will be in the top 10 also. Then if you manage to score 280 also, still if your scores are less in other papers or in personality test, your score or your rank may come down. That is another one. Next one, 246 history optional, 118 and 128. I will also show you and on average in paper 1 how much score was coming and on average how much in paper 2 scores are coming. Rank is 900 plus. Then 273, here you see this, another one. It's unfortunate for Srinivas Rao that in optional, here 246 in history optional, but rank is 900. At least his name is there in the list. Similarly, 250 optional, rank is 300. His name there in the Kritika. Her name is in the list. But here unfortunate that even though in optional he got 270 plus, but there is no rank. That shows the importance of other papers also. You have to be very careful that here you can see not recommended. So here recommended. Here remarks recommended in the final ranking, remarks not recommended for the final. But in personality test also he got very high score, 184. It's unfortunate for Srinivas Rao that in other papers somehow he could not manage. He was on the verge of getting rank. Again you can see optional 270. So what this experience gives us is, even though you manage to score very high in history optional, still you have to think about other papers as well. This analysis is true for each and every optional. No matter what optional you take, different students have interest on different optionals depending on their social circumstances or their graduation and also the personal emotion towards any particular subject. Students can take any kind of optional. Those students who have taken history optional also, this is the lessons or what kind of lessons we can learn from the topper marks. You can score very high also in any optional, but your rank may low because other scores are less. Again in optional you may score just above average also, still you can manage very high rank also. That example also I will show. Here even though history marks are one of the very high, still unfortunate that not there in the list also. Here I would like to show this one, 270. Here optional is 270. 270 plus optional score, rank is not there in the list. But another optional, one student, philosophy, 270, almost same score only, but rank is 67. So you see how difference. With the same optional score, no rank. With the same optional score, 60, rank 67. So very great achievement. And that shows not only optional score, it is about the marks of other papers are also important. Interview is also important. Here you can see personality test, 190 he got. So personality test is equally important. Optional score is equally important. GS scores and essay also equally important. The purpose of showing you all these marks is just to give you that how history optional giving the scores. Top scores like 308, and in fact the optional score of first ranker, his optional is electrical engineering, he got 308. History optional student also got 308. Top score 280 also in history optional, 270 plus history optional, and 260s, 270, 250, 240s are also there in history optional. Those who are getting 240s, 250s, they have the chance to improve up to 300 also, because UPSC is giving the marks. This is the evidence. And also you see, it is not only about optional. Please try to always have the plan that each and every paper is equally given importance in our preparation. Essay is equally important, GS is equally important, optional also equally important, and the personality test also equally important. So the combination of everything will decide the final ranking. As I have shown, because there is some kind of issue that optional only decides, as if optional only decides everything. That is also not true. At the same time, if you get very high scores in optional, definitely your rank is going to be very good. So both are there. Here you have to see all the 9 papers. So that is the purpose of showing you all these marks. As I have just shown, one student 217 history, no rank in the list, but there is others are optional, same number of marks, but 67 is the rank. So that shows the importance of other papers also. And also there was one misconception that history optional is not giving the high scores, but here 9th ranker 308, the first ranker electrical engineering marks also 308, and the students whoever got high scores in the optional 300 plus is a very good score. In history also you are getting that score. That is why it is not about the kind of the stories which are there in the market. Whatever subject you take doesn't matter. It's all about your interest. It's all about how committed you are in the preparation. It's all about how dedicated in finishing the syllabus. It's all about syllabus. UPSC is like a system. If you follow all the principles of the system, automatically you will crack the system. That is how the first ranker story also shows the same thing. He could not clear the first prelims, but in the second he could become IPS, in the third he became the number 1. It's a system. You have to follow that. It doesn't matter what optional you take, whether it is history or other optional, you can stick to the optional wherever you are interested. It's about interest and the kind of dedication which you put in the preparation. Once you are dedicated, here I am showing the ranks also, I am showing the marks also. 300 plus also possible, 280 also possible, and 240, 280, 260, 240, 250 also came. This shows that the students who got 240, 250, they have the scope to improve the next 40, 50 marks. And those who are already in the top range, please focus on the other subjects also, essay, GS and personality test. One student personality test 150, possibility is there 50 more marks. Likewise, the students who are getting a 250, 260 in history optional, they have the option to go beyond 300 also. Understand this one. Here, these are the ranks. You can see various history optional students. I could collect these many people. There are even so many people also. This is paper 1 marks of all these students. These are all history optional based students who got the rank this year. Paper 1 scores, paper 2 scores, and total 300, 280, 270, 270, 260s and 250, 240s also. They got some rank, 9th rank, 800, 250. Here, unfortunate, Srinivas Rao, no rank. Gyanendra Bharti, 500, 300 plus, 300, 300, 300, 900, 900. So some rank all of these students got. These are the scores. And if you see average paper 1 scores, 160, 150, 140, 140, 130, 140, 140, 150, 130. That shows 140 is on an average. If you get some rank 140, around 140, 150 chances are there. Those who are around 120s, still they have the chance to improve by 30 marks. And in paper 2, 140, 120, 140, 120s, again 130 seems to be the average. So here 160, 150s are also there. In paper 2, 140s, 140, 130s. There will be students, because these are the students who got the ranks. There will be students who did not get rank, like Srinivas. There will be students, many students who did not get any rank, but their scores might have been high also. Unless those marks also come out in the public domain, we cannot understand them. But as of now, here if you see the highest score in paper 1, 166, that means those students who are in 120s, 110s, 130s also still possibility is there. And when it comes to paper 2, highest it seems as of now 142. So 160, 140. And to get 160 in paper 1, you should be very much good in map marking, because map will give you high scores. If there is no map, it will be like around 140, 150 or 140, 140. On an average equal 145, 145. But because of the map, if you can manage map, at least 10 marks difference will come from the other normal question. But if you mismanage map, again scores will go down. That is why map is very, very sensitive in paper 1. If you manage, you will get very high scores. It is a rewarding one. And in paper 1, if you write some historiography, some historian names and some evidence, you will get high scores. This is how you can see. And in paper 2, if you want to get more scores, last year there was a student who got 180 in paper 2. 180. Now here we are seeing 140. Last year there was a student who got 180 also. So if you write some codes, if you write according to the demand of the question, and codes if you mention in paper 2, because paper 2 many codes are available. In case of paper 1, evidence is important. So this is the major difference between paper 1 and paper 2. If you can manage to give in this direction, definitely your scores will be around approximately 150, 150, 300. So here I am showing you the various marks, what kind of possibilities are there in history optional. So those who are already preparing for history optional, do not think about if some student is coming and saying that the history optional is not giving the scores. Because some students are telling to me like this, and also this is general perception also created, but I am showing you, for that purpose only I am making this video. And you can see in front of you, in any optional, these are the scores. In any optional, it is not about only optional when it comes to the ranking. You have to think about essay also, GS also, optional also, interview also, personality test as well. As I have shown you how personality test is changing the game, how GS scores will change the game, and how optional scores also change the game. So it is the combination of everything. So always when you are preparing, think like in a holistic way. Each and every part is important. We have to prepare accordingly. Here you can see first ranker marks. For our reference, how much first ranker got in different papers. Here you can see essay, he got 117. Still, he also has the option. Still, because some students even got 130s also. I will show one history student in essay. Here you see, Kritika, essay paper 1, 138. First ranker got 117. And when it comes to here, 138. Essay, 138. Personality test 193, almost close to the first ranker. But here rank is 370, and here optional 1 and optional 2 around 257. So that is how essay is very high, then personality test also very high, but optional 250s. So it's the combination of many things, combination of optional, personality test and essay, GS also. Always you believe that whatever optional you take, you stick to that, you prepare accordingly, and you ensure in each and every stage you get good score. Next, paper GS1 104, 132, 95, 143, ethics 143, and GS1 also 104. This year in GS1 some less scores came, that's why 100 plus in GS1 is very high score. Here you can see GS1 99, 68, then 77, GS1 85, 82, 88. So 77. So in 70s, 80s they were there in paper 1, but he managed to score 100 plus. That is how he could score more in GS also. Ethics also he managed to get very high scores. That is why it is the combination of multiple things. And you can see in optional also 160 plus 148, 308, and personality test 200. Some student we have seen 150 only. If you see 150 Dharani, let us see how much she scored. Essay 116 equal to top ranker, and GS1 88 less scores, and paper 2 117, paper 3 190, and paper 4 129, optional 279. But personality test here 150 only. So that is why it has to be prepared. Each and every stage is important, each and every paper is important. So please ensure that each and every topic, each and every subject is equally given importance. It is not that only optional will make game everything. It's not that only essay will change everything. It's not that only personality test changes everything. So it has to be very holistic preparation. Each and every component is equally important. Give priority to each and everything so that you will get very good score overall. So here I have shown you multiple combinations, that possibility of very high scores in history optional, and also even if you get very high score in history optional, if you get less scores in other papers, your rank will go down. And I have shown other example also, even though if you manage in history or any other optional around 270 also, still very good rank, take 67 possibility. And I have shown the importance of personality test also, where a student can improve a lot by focusing on personality test also, and other papers like essay, GS also. This is what in history how scores are coming. So please observe this very carefully, go through the video once again, check the marks of various toppers, always believe in you, whatever option we have taken, stick to that, systematically prepare, and those who want to improve from 240, 250 to 300, you can take the test series. I conduct a test series also, I conduct a special map classes also, foundation class is also available. Those who want to get good guidance for history optional, I will be available in Diademy IAS. Thank you very much. We will meet you in some other topic. Thank you.